Good morning, viewers. It's Robert Atfield reporting for Port Carling Boats. It's Saturday, February the 25th, 2017. We're here in Orillia, Ontario, and we're at the shop of Parry Automotive. Parry Automotive's been in business for quite a long time, as I understand. This winter workshop is sponsored by the Antique and Classic Boat Society, the Toronto chapter. And this morning's session is going to focus on all sorts of things mechanical. Distributor inspection, spark plugs, carburation, oils, transmissions, batteries, cooling systems, and the works. I hope we'll find something that will be of use to you, and we'll certainly pass that along if we do. Anyway, let's check out the shop and see what's cooking.
About these is they're flexible, so if you get pressure, when we were talking about the thermostats, they bend and they slip. The problem is when they break, and they will get over time like any other rubber, they get hard and they break, then you have no water, so you're into changing it. These guys, you know, most of these pumps here you're seeing are 60 years old, most of them I can bolt on and they would pump water. One thing that will help you, besides using your grease cup and water pump grease, which is extremely hard to get nowadays, as most of you know. I have 12 of these up the front, probably the only 12 in Canada, because I bought them directly from the supplier. This company is out of Australia, but I mean that's a lifetime supply almost for most of us. It doesn't take much. This is much more sticky. The original water pump grease was, I believe, honeybee based, real sticky and thick. Not as much petroleum to them. This guy was just using regular, pump it out of a grease gun grease. It doesn't work as well. It's not as sticky and it doesn't fill the gaps up as well. This stuff's quite thick. It's, you know.
You use that with the single impeller, like pull the impeller out, grease it, and put it back.
If I was putting one of these in,
grease and putting it in.
Yes. Whenever I change one of these, like in that engine over there, okay. Ironically, this is in the front, the very bottom, the lowest pulley you can see on there. Turns this.
Brings the seawater in.
Brings the seawater in. Every time I put them in, we use some water pump grease and we kind of fill this up, and so that when they send that to the marina and he fires it up for the first time, it doesn't burn, because if there's nothing in there when you start up brand new and it's brand new motor and the water's 4 feet away in that big cruiser, by the time this thing sucks water, it's burnt the rubber.
Is it something you do once a year?
If you have a plate, and some of you will, have a pump looks similar to this, but it has a rubber impeller in it, and to winterize it, sometimes they ask you to unbolt the end. If I was that far, it wouldn't be that hard to pull the plate off and just put some in with your finger. And you don't worry about trying to get it all the way to the depth, but if you get some in there, it'll distribute it quick enough. I would recommend it. Every motor that leaves here, this is fully greased before I hand it to the marina, because I know that the hose that he's hooking it up to is dry. Now, in saying that, if I test from that here, I have a big tub and I will suck it out. What my guys do is they'll take the hose and they'll force water in all the way up to the impeller pump, and we'll fire the engine and roll it over so that I know I've sucked some water past it. Then they'll put it in the hose, because I want to know that this is working.
Right.
Even though I put a brand new one in, if I'm sending it out the door and it's test run, all components we check. Now, water loops. You heard me mention it. Boats may have them. There's an advantage to them. So pretty rudimentary, guys make them out of pipe. So this sits in here, and this is your suction out of the bottom of your boat. It sucks it up and over. Now, the first time in the spring startup, it might be a little difficult, okay, because it's got to suck it a little extra distance and up and over. But when you shut the boat off, when it's sitting there like this, the water's trapped right up to here. So when you go to start that boat the next time, the pump's already got water in it. They prime. It's just no different than your water pump at your boathouse. When you want to pump and water the lawn, you have to put some water in the pump to get it to prime. Well, this is holding water, and it helps it prime. So having a loop and making sure your greasers are full and you give them a squeeze will really help you on your startup. The disadvantage to this one, please remember you're trapping water. So in the fall, in this case, this one has a drain, or take the plate off, let the water out. Otherwise, you're going to have a beautiful bronze casting that's not going to be in very good shape. Lastly, carburetors, because I've been running along on